everyone, Dr. Chuck Betters coming to you from Ask Dr. Betters. It's great to see you. It's great to welcome you to our station. We have surpassed 15,000 subscribers. So share, like, subscribe, put this out on social media, and just spread the word. This is a place where we come to discuss deep doctrinal truths. We also answer your questions. So if there's questions that you have about a personal issue, we like to answer those. If you have a question about a deep doctrinal issue, we're going to tackle those as well. And so I just love reading your questions, and I'm here to help out in answering those. So one of the questions that's been submitted is this: what is the order of salvation? What is the order of salvation? Now, what this person and this is asking about is this huge doctrine. It's called the Ordo Salutis. Fancy way of, again, saying the order of salvation. My dad taught on the spiritual birth line. I remember back in the 90s when he was first starting out as the senior pastor of the Glasgow Reformed Presbyterian Church. Great church, fantastic church. Some of the best memories that I have of serving in a church is from that time. Just such incredible ministry, and those of you who were there, you know what I'm talking about. So there was some incredible ministry happening, and one of the things that he was doing was preaching through what was called the spiritual birth line. That's the same idea as the order of salvation, the spiritual birth line, the order of salvation. And the idea is that even though when we come to faith in Jesus, there is a point X where we come to faith, we give our lives over, we ask Jesus to come into our hearts and be the Lord of our lives, there is a sense that there's a point X that happens. But Paul also says in Romans that we are being saved. Isn't that interesting that we're being saved? That there's a process of salvation. Now, I want to be careful because you're not any more saved as you go through the process of salvation as you are when you are actually saved. I'm not saying that. But there's a richness to it when you look back and you say, you know what, I look back and I can see how God was working, how God was calling me all along the way. That's your spiritual birth line. That's when you were born again. John 3 talks about being born again and seeing how God did that work in you over a course of many times, many, many years. And what we're going to find out is that it goes back even further than that. So what I want to do is I want to take some time over the next few videos to explore this idea of the order of salvation, because each step in our salvation is so rich. And when we understand it, we can never really understand it. But when we begin to grasp it and appreciate it and know that it's there, it really does change our lives. It really does change the way we look at life. And so the point of this broadcast, the point of this YouTube channel is for us to give you help and hope, and for us to answer questions and to speak into your life in a way that's helpful, not just to give you doctrine, but to give you actual practical answers to life's questions. I believe, and I know my dad believes this as well, that those questions are answered through the great truths of the scriptures and through the great doctrines. And so when we know those doctrines, when we put the hard work in to understand them, explore them, learn them, there's great payoff in that. So let's talk first about election.
Hello, my name is Danielle Cantler, team member here at MARKINC Ministries. Thank you so much for your continued support of this video series. Ask Dr. Betters is not meant to be a substitute for professional counseling, but instead is designed to extract the biblical principles around the questions being asked. We encourage you to seek professional counseling if needed. Professional counselors are ready to assist you at Anchored Hope Biblical Counseling. See the links below for more information on Anchored Hope and all of the free resources we offer here at MARKINC Ministries. Thank you for watching and welcome to the MARKINC family.